Greetings and welcome back once again to Gettysburg. So, without further ado, let's see what my opponent has gotten up to this turn. Something's... Ooh, someone's arriving. Reynolds, probably? Oh, maybe not Reynolds, actually, given that it's 9:40. He should already be here. It might be Howard. Yeah, I'm thinking it's Howard.
Well, the fearful struggle is ended now, and peace smiles on our land. And though we've wielded, we have proved ourselves a faithful band. We've fought 'em long, we've fought 'em well, we've fought 'em night and day, and bravely struggled for our rights.
So, yeah. It might be the arrival of the 11th Corps.
Ceased to fight, I pledge our sacred word that we against the Union's might no more will draw the sword. We feel despite the sneers of those who've never smelt the fray, that we've a manly, honest right to the wearing of the grey.
So what is... My guess is this lot are going to skedaddle out off Seminary Ridge because, well, they're being assaulted by two whole brigades, including the largest regiment on the battlefield. This regiment is just humongous. Pettigrew's brigade is just beyond ridiculous in size. It's the largest brigade in the army. 670, 619, yeah. Just large regiments. Very large regiments. But it does therefore give Pettigrew a big oomph when it comes to being an attacking brigade. They routed... They're disordered. The detachment of the 9th New York Cav. We got some more Cav over there. Oh, they're skedaddling off Oak Ridge. There goes the ammo wagon. And there goes those routed boys. Firing the Crenshaw, Virginia battery at those guns that just limbered. Just increases fatigue. They got shot at. Fatigued. So the guns are skedaddling off Seminary Ridge. And then they're going to unlimber there. Very... No effect there. They lose 9 men. I can see what he's done there. He's deliberately... They are going to be sacrificed, essentially, to allow units to escape. Which makes sense. He's using these small vedette units to slow me up. And with that, it's 10 AM. Units that have been released. 35th Virginia Cavalry Battalion, 17th Virginia Cavalry, 1st Maryland Cavalry Battalion, Rhodes Division, Early's Division, B of the 39th Virginian Cavalry Battalion, and General Ewell. So, let us start with the advance of Rhodes and the whole Second Corps. So, the cavalry are just going to zoom straight down the road at maximum speed to give me not only the reason I'm just going to zoom them down there and not really wait for the infantry is because I want to make sure the Federal Cavalry is not doing anything sneaky. So, Iverson will lead the way with his brigade. Following that, Rhodes. Ewell will hop off the road for a minute. Rhodes and O'Neill. Rhodes will go up to there. O'Neill will follow. Following them will be General Julius Daniels. So General Daniels and then General Doles. Following that will be the artillery. In this case, Ramshaw is going to actually zoom this direction. You have 1 hex of movement, 1 hex of movement, 3 hexes of movement. So I think that's about as far as they're going to get. The supply wagon will go with Ramshaw, just so it's not at the back of the column. The Jeff Davis Alabama artillery will go with this lot. Shut that up again for a minute. The Louisiana Morris Virginia battery will go with these lot. And then the Orange Virginia battery will go with Ramshaw, I think. Just so I can get the guns on the field in the grand scheme of things quicker. Because the quicker they're on the field, the quicker they're shooting at the Federals, and therefore quicker they're being useful. So I can effectively command him. Now then, General Early will have the 35th Virginia Cav zoom off down the road. We'll have the 17th Virginia Cav zoom off this direction, just to try and spread the cavalry out about a bit to get me good scouting. It's not necessarily good cavalry, but any cavalry is cavalry. Hoke's North Carolina Brigade. Here we have Hayes and his Louisianans. We got Hayes and his Louisianans. We got John B. Gordon and his Georgians. Let's bring up the supply wagon. Yes, we'll bring up the supply wagon. The Staunton Virginia battery. The Louisiana Guard battery will also move up that way. The Courtney Virginia artillery. and then the Charlottesville artillery battery. And then last but not least, Brigadier General Smith and his very, very small Virginian brigade will move this way. Because he'll come down... where does this... That leads to Hunterstown, which comes down the Hunterstown Road, which will eventually lead us to where we want to go. That is perfectly acceptable. Now, 11th Mississippi will be on the move still. Now then, let us throw... We're going to send forth the South Carolinians under Perrin. So Perrin's South Carolinians are advancing. You go there. Go up there and then form line. And then the Georgians themselves will sort of form a small formation there. Charlottesville, the Charlotte, North Carolina artillery will move up, as will the Madison, Mississippi artillery. Those 8 guns will look to take up position soon enough. And then General Pender is now advancing for the most part. And then the last element of scales. Warrington, Virginia Battery. The Albemarle, Virginia Battery. With their 4 guns. So what can they see from there? Okay, they mostly just see the forces in front of them. So in this case, these boys are going to start heading this way. You go that way, and then you take up position just behind them. There we go. That's them moved. So, you will... The 11th North Carolina will advance to there. Lose a man. But then... Yeah, we are pretty much going to finish these boys off. Now then, we will advance you that way towards the seminary. You will advance to there. You can't shoot, however. What about you? Can you advance to there? No, you cannot. And you obviously cannot see them. So you will advance to there. Who can you see? You can see them, so you might as well. You are not in range, but you are, so we'll hit you as well. Now, Heath will advance up here, because that way he still has effective command of all his troops. And Brockenbauer can actually stop doing what he's been doing at this point. With the withdrawal of more of their cavalry from up there, I think it's no longer necessary for them to do that. And then we are going to place Davis and his Mississippi Brigade essentially in McPherson's Woods and Willoughby Run, just to keep an eye on the place, really. That will move this way, and Hill can take up position there. You are in effective command of everyone. You're in effective command of everyone. So now it's just bring up McIntosh's artillery battalion. Bring up his artillery battalion, and that would be that. Now, Pender's supply wagon will likewise charge this way to get behind him. No one's arrived, no one's released, so it'll take maybe, what, an hour and a half for roads? Maybe about an hour, I would say. Because he started from, what, about here to the division was sort of spread out along here. It'll take him maybe an hour or so to reach where I need him to reach. So, the question is, what am I going to be seeing? Now, nothing, but let us actually go in to the melee and have the 47. We'll have these boys do it. The 11th North Carolina will basically just overrun those last defenders there. And while I could assault this detachment of the 8th Illinois Cavalry, the question is, do I want to? Because then I'm going to be vulnerable to them. I think it might be worth it, though. But I won't do it. Ah, sod it, you know what? Let's do it. Hello, who's that? So we drive them off Seminary Ridge. So we've captured a little bit of Seminary. These boys are probably going to get shot in the face by those guns, but yeah. If I rout more of his cavalry screen, I may be able to look to set up for an assault on Cemetery Hill by early afternoon. So, let us see. What can we do? So, either way, I thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed as always. The next thing to happen in our schedule will be the arrival of General Lee at noon. So we got 2 hours until General Lee arrives. At which point, he'll both Rhodes and Early should be arriving on the field at around Gettysburg. So I think it would be fitting for him to essentially order a general assault from all four of my divisions that will be present on the field at the time. As the next division to arrive will be Anderson's division, with a tiny bit of Johnson for some reason. But yeah, it will be Anderson's division to arrive next. And then once Anderson's arrived, he's going to probably just zoom at all possible speed to where I want him, which will be about the Peach Orchard now that I think about it. But we shall see. For now, however, let us push on. So, I thank you for watching as always, but until next time, this has been Gettysburg, and I will see you all soon. So, bye-bye for now.